Great afternoon, everyone. Yes, I'm late. I've gotten a late start today. But I think right at the moment, I'm going to use the Lenormand deck. And the pretty one. I'm going to use the pretty Lenormand deck. And I want to ask about, there's tons of protests going on all over the U.S., so I want to ask how those protests are going, if they're going to accomplish something or not, if it's beneficial, if it's useless, etc., etc., etc. So let me get the overhead set up and let's look and see what Lenormand has to say about doing the protests. Okay, let's get this started. Pull one from the Noir. One from the Noir. Overview. Shadow of a doubt. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Okay. And one from the Beloved Dead. Let's see what the other side has to say on this. Shadow of a Doubt and Kindred. So kindred spirits coming together, all together. And we have our little girls from India there with their large knocks, the nose ring knocked. And so let's see what it's going to tell us about these, see if I can push that thing back there. Okay, about doing all these protests. So the first thing are communications, letters. We'll just say communications. See if I can move this out of the way. Letters. Long term. So something for long term. Eating away. At the tower, the government things. And abundance. Also finance, knowledge. Okay, the knowledge. Also, this can be for me knowledge or the law. And being smart, being crafty. Okay, so in the center we have the government. Okay, a lot of protests going on. So things being cut. I think the letter has to do with their, all of his proclamations he's trying to make. Light on the long term. Eating away at his alliances. The tower, the women are standing up. Okay, the fish, the abundance, the money, short-term success. The books, the law, the information, creating a new storyline. And the fox, the clouds, okay, looking at some of their nonsense. Moving the ship, the community, long term, anchoring in these things being eaten away. Trump, Trump against the women, the crossroads. At the heart of it, heart of transformation and the arguments, the difficulties. Underneath of it all we have, of course, the snake. the snake, the drama of the snake. So let's see what we have here. Where did my little pointer go? Here it is. If we look at the four corners, we have, I think this is his proclamations, the things he continues to put out, the craftiness they're trying to do, he's trying to do, the difficulties, the whip, the difficulties moving forward. In the center of it, we have the women. Okay, the women. So with the protests, there's going to be short-term success with some alliances. The crossroads are being eaten away, anchoring in an abundance of things when it comes to the Tower and Trumpenstein, okay? So the sun is shedding light on cutting some of these alliances. The long term, when it comes to the community, moving forward, some things eaten away with the light of this moving forward. So it looks like they're going to help. And then communications, the light on it being anchored in. So we'll have to see what's being cut long term when it comes to the community. We know he tries to put these cuts out there, but let's see what else we have. Short-term success, women with the storylines, moving this elsewhere when it comes to Trump and the law. Short-term success, we have the government, short-term success at the heart of it. So they're not going to have this long-term. We have this monetary thing, short-term success at a crossroads. So we know all the stuff that Doge is trying to do short-term. A lot of protests continuing on. The storyline, short-term success and the unhappiness that people are feeling with this. The law at the heart of it. The fight is concerning the monetary and the things he's doing, and at a crossroads with what they think they're so smart in doing. Okay, so yeah, not so good for them. They continue to whip when it comes to the storyline about the monetary things and the things he's trying to anchor in with women, the things he's trying to pull over there. At the heart of it, short-term success when it comes to Trump and his alliances against the community or with the community. Now, this could be the short-term success with the Magatonians, but they may be waking up again, this ship in the light, eating away when it comes to what the women are doing in the crossroads, okay? The women are going to eat away, the crossroads, the women are going to eat away by putting light going forward, okay? So, yeah, kindred spirits. And of course, we have two women here. And without a shadow of a doubt, what's taking place, I love that, the shadow of a doubt. And the women are at the center of it, okay? Coming together, making alliances for the short term when it comes to Trumpenstein and the government and the things they're trying to anchor in, the crossroads they're trying to do. The women are at the forefront wanting to eat away at this, okay? So I see that it's probably a lot of women out there that are organizing and putting these things together, and it is making an impact, okay? It's making an impact when it comes short-term success for them at a crossroads with the monetary stuff and things, okay? Short-term success with what he's trying to bring in and his craftiness, the storylines he's trying to do at a crossroads when it comes to women, minorities, etc. It's going to be eaten away, okay? So it looks like that there will be an impact when it comes to underneath of it, the toxic one, the message is going forward about his craziness, the key, And there are some gentlemen also, they're fighting the toxic, the health of it, messages about ending it. We have a whole lot of things with the moon, his craziness coming out, the women standing up are key, and a gentleman against the man, okay, against, so it's, yeah, about the protests, all the people coming together when it comes to these protests are definitely making a difference. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and ask the tarot as well. I think we'll do tarot on this as well and just see what tarot has to say about it. Okay. Grab these cards. Okay. Give them a ruffle shuffle and let's see what the cards have to say about the protests when it comes to Musk and Trump and his cadre of you know, wet behind the ears still guys that he has working there. And so really, they don't have any clearances. They shouldn't be there at all. So what about the protests when it comes to all of this? So let's see what it says. So the reading is about the desires. Of balance, balancing these things, balancing when it comes to the concrete things that they're doing, the monetary things, etc. And democracy, okay? Desiring to balance democracy is what it is. So the energy coming into it is about making this retreat, the desire to bring this to a retreat, to a rest. So going forward, charging forward, taking action. The fight is with the action. And more investigations, looking deeper into democracy and bringing this fight forward. Okay, so what they're doing now, the empty cup, so trying to figure out what's next, bringing in the truth. New truth will be coming out. And the fight, new fights, when it comes to the messages, the concrete things that they want to do, and the financial things that they want to do against democracy. The challenge is, all of this stuff is being studied. Okay. And there is looking for the long term, studying this for the long term, bringing out the truth, taking actions to bring balance. When it comes to what's being birthed, what they're trying to do to America, okay, with the potential outcome of the families, the people, okay, the past, with the past, and them having to walk away, some walking away from some of the past things. So a lot of emotional things coming up. The center of it, we have truth. We have this charging forward, taking action for long-term, investigating, bringing the truth out, studying all these things, bringing to rest the truth when it comes to what they're trying to birth, bringing that to rest. When it comes to democracy, okay, moving it forward to a new cup, opening up cup. So we're going to plant the seeds in there. And again, fighting, bringing that against these messages and bringing forward our desires, making it known what we want. The message for the long term is about family, etc. And then this having to walk away. So again, the four corners of the desires of the people, the families, happy family, walking away and looking at this democracy. Could be moving this past out for democracy. Okay. So let's see what we have under the surface with this. Let me take these out because otherwise it gets a little confusing. Too many cards there. Okay, so underneath of it, it's about people holding on to what you can. As we've been talking about our financial things, you know, holding on to what we can hold on to. Oh, this is the cup of compassion, taking the lid off and seeing what's there. Okay, I read that wrong. That's the cups. And bringing out the messages of truth when it comes to this dark government they're trying to do. Rapidly moving to defend. Okay, so it's about holding on to seeing what's of value, the compassion, and bringing that energy out. Okay, using that energy, bringing out messages about being confined, bringing things forward to a better place from this dark government. Rapidly, we want to take action because people are just feeling so depressed with what's taking place. And again, holding on to truth within yourself. So again, we have a lot of this, the mental realm, feeling constricted, moving forward to a better place. And when it comes to this feeling of illusion, delusion, and the sadness, holding on to the truth. Okay, so sharing, that cup of compassion, bringing the energy of sharing. Again, holding on to what you can in your world, bringing it out to the surface when it comes to feeling restricted. An agreement about going forward from that dark government, and rapidly instigating against this feeling of loss, the truth. And these are the truth, these tough talons, okay, that are not going to let this guy go. And again, defending the internal truth and figuring out the keys to open those, unlock those things going forward. Because we have, what are we dealing with? The devil, the struggle of his manipulations, feeling out in the cold and putting sunlight on it when it comes to the things they're trying to hold on to and steal, manipulate, take away. We want justice when it comes to he who would be king, and the world is watching. When it comes, we need to take control rather than letting him abuse his power and continue to move forward. So that's what I'm getting when it comes to doing the protests across the world and across the U.S. especially. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.